Hey TikTok. So, come to tell y'all why I cut my best friend off of 25 years the day after Christmas. So, keep in mind, y'all, it's two very important things that I want y'all to pay attention to throughout this whole story. Well, actually, just one. I'm gonna say one. Okay, so my ex best friend birthday is in September. My birthday is in December. Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind, because it's gonna make sense why I'm telling y'all to pay attention in a minute. So, here go a couple of incidences as to why I felt like the last incident was the last motherfucking straw for me. So, anyway, so first incident. Well, I'm not gonna go through all the incidents. I'm just gonna go through a few of them. Okay, so the first incident. Mind y'all, I just told y'all that her birthday is in September and mine is in December. So when we turned 20, well, when she turned 21, I was still 20. So, because I didn't turn 21 until December. Okay. So, I'm like, yeah, girl, what you doing for your birthday? It's your 21st birthday. We gonna turn the fuck up. That's my best friend. And we gonna turn up. I was excited. I was happy. Whoop, whoop, shoot, shoot, doop, doop. Okay. So, she was like, I'm gonna go out. I was like, okay, cool. Do you know where you going or whatever? She was like, nah. I was like, okay, cool. So, she was like, if you want to go out or whatever case may be, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's my motherfucking bestie. She turning 21. Let's go. Okay. So she was like, me and I'm going to go pick up my other homegirl. She was like, I'm going to come get you. And then I'm going to go pick up my other homegirl. I'm like, okay, cool. So she picked me up or whatever case may be. We get to the other homegirl house. We walk in the other homegirl house. Her house smelled like she just got finished doing the do, and it hit my nose very strong. And I'm like, what the
There was that mustiness. You feel me? When you hitting them musty, I guarantee it was a bad bee. I told y'all the bad bees is musty. You feel me? Have you ever walked in a bad bee? If you walk in a bad bee house, you just, bro, it's a smell. It's like a fit. They all got that fishy smell to them. You feel me? I'm telling you, bro. Like, it's something about them. That species is something about them. Wait, hold up. Y'all hear that? Back with another reaction. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man, y'all stay tuned for that surprise $500 giveaway, man. I'm gonna give it to one of my supporters. So if you've been supporting like that, y'all better tune into that live. You feel me? Also, we'll be doing a party in my home city, Birmingham, Alabama. When we hit 100K subs, bro, it's gonna be litty. And I also will be doing a $2,500 giveaway when we hit 100K. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all for too long. Let's get into this fire video. You hear me?
She was like, oh, I'm sorry. I said, I already know, but you should have fucking sprayed before you goddamn invited people in your fucking house. But
Facts.
whatever. That's my best friend. So,
Out here. You feel me?
her friend was like, you know what I'm saying, let's go to Central Station. Now, mind y'all,
Now y'all gotta stop doing this one. Bad bees. I'm just talking because it's only the bad bees that really deal with it. Y'all gotta stop clapping with that dirty coochie. If you know your coochie dirty, don't clap. Go and take a shower. You feel me?
I wasn't big in the club scene when I was in my 20s or whatever case may be. Because number one, I had my son when I was 20. So I was at home being a mama. That's what I was doing for the most part. So she was like, yeah, we can go to Central Station. But I knew a whole bunch of people that was heavy in the club scene during that time frame, or whatever, you know, around that time. Because everybody was turning 20, 21. I mean, 21. So I did know a little bit about it, like the club, the atmosphere, or whatever case may be. I knew a little bit about it. So she was like, okay, cool. So in my head, I'm thinking like, you got to be 21 to get in there. She know my birthday until December, and she know I'm not 21 yet. So we gonna see how this play out. We pull up to Central Station. We all get to the door. They check her ID, she go in. They check her friend ID, she go in. They check my ID. I was like, yeah, you can't come in. She turned around and looked at me. Best friend. Ex-best friend. Turned around and looked at me and was like, well, he got the keys to the car.
What?
So you telling me you finna go in this club? You knew I wasn't 21. I was excited to hang out with you. And now I gotta sit in the car while you in the fucking club having the best time of your fucking life. And I granted it was your birthday. But you should have planned a little better and figured.
That ain't her friend, bro. Friends don't do stuff like that. You supposed to immediately, nah, we gone. We out. We finna go somewhere else. You hear me? Come on, bro. Hey, friends don't do stuff like that.
About like, okay, well, if I'm gonna ask her to come, then I know it's 21 and older, so I know she's not gonna be able to get in, so I just do something with her on another day. You think that bitch did that? Nope. So I said, I was, you know what I'm saying, I felt like Chris Brown.
Crazy.
How you hating outside the club? You can't even get in. Yeah, that was me. That was me all day. So I was like, okay, cool. So we fell out a little bit about that because, you know what I'm saying, it was fucked up to me. Real fucked up. Like, why would you do that? Because I would have never done you like that. Soon as I found out that shoe couldn't get in, and if the shoe was on the other foot, we was gonna go.
Honestly, she should have cut her off when she let her walk in her house, knowing that she just got done clapping with dirty Coochie, and the fact that she allowed her best friend to go in there and smell that shows me that that woman was never her friend in the first place. She should have cut her off after that moment. You hear what I'm saying?
Go somewhere where we all can motherfucking party together. But that's just me. That's the first incident. So then there was another incident where she was like, you want to go on a double date? And I'm like, you know, okay, cool. So it was her baby daddy, and his brother, and me. We get to the drive-in movies. Get to the drive-in. We watching a movie. Me and the brother in the front, and her baby dad in the back. So I just happened to turn around and look, and this bitch is getting to it in the back. Lap riding in the back.
She getting clapped in the back. Yeah, she dirty. And Garrett dirty. You feel me? I'm like, bro, you just don't care. You hear me? I just getting clapped. You hear me?
Why would you invite me if you don't do some shit like that? Granted, I know what happens at the drive-in, but why would you invite me if you gon' screw your baby dad in the back seat and I'm in the front seat? I would never, ever, ever,
Yeah,
ever,
I already know.
do no shit like that.
Facts.
That's incident number 2. So this last incident was the last motherfucking straw for me. And it was the last fucking straw for me because the weekend of December 20th is when I celebrated my birthday. I created this invitation. It was 3 places that I was going that people could have picked from or came to all 3 or whatever the case may be, whatever they, whatever fits in their schedule. Okay. Now, my job, let me backtrack for a little minute. My job, like I said, her birthday was in September. So this past September, her fiance throws her this dinner at this expensive ass restaurant. I think it was like on Powers Ferry or whatever case may be, somewhere out there. It was out there. Now, before I go to restaurants, I like to look at the menu because I need to know what the fuck my budget need to be before I show up at the restaurant. Right.
Factual.
So, the cheapest thing on the menu was hamburger and fries. And that was $25. I was like, yup, that's what I'm going to be eating. Because I really didn't have the money to be
I know what that's
going
like
anyway,
sure.
But that's my best friend. Even if I didn't have the money to go, I would have just sat there with a motherfucking glass of water and a lemon because, again, that's my best friend. I'm going to show up. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I had to rent a car because at that time my starter had went out on my car. Starter went out on my car, so my car wasn't budging. So I had to rent a car, dressed up, drove way out to fucking Powers Ferry or wherever the fuck we was at, to this restaurant, kicked it, stayed there all day. Stayed there until it was over, ate, you know what I'm saying, chopped it up with, her sister and her husband and then my best friend and her fiance. So let's go back to December 20th. So on that weekend, I had 3 activities. Friday, I was going somewhere. Saturday was a dinner at 4 o'clock at Tokyo in Conyers. Mind you, she stayed in Conyers. And then that night, hold on, y'all, this gonna have to be a part 2. Hold on.
All right, we're gonna. Oh yeah, we got a part 2 right here.
Okay, part 2 of me cutting my best friend off of 25 years the day after Christmas. So, like I was saying, the weekend of December the 20th, I had 3 activities going on because people may have pre-planned Christmas parties or whatever case may be. So it was something going on Friday night. There was a birthday dinner. We went to the strip club Friday night. There was a birthday dinner on Saturday at Tokyo and Conyers, and then it was a bar and lounge situation Saturday night. Okay, so like I said again, my job, she stay in Conyers, right? Now, she also works on Saturday, but I know that Saturday, I'm not even sure if she went to work or she got off at like 1 o'clock. Okay. So she didn't show up for the birthday dinner, but she showed up at the bar lounge. Y'all, first thing first. My ex best friend don't drink, so she doesn't know drinking etiquette. But if you're going to say you're going to take a shot with somebody, especially if you're there celebrating that person you're taking a shot with, you're going to pay for that shot. That's just customary. At least I think so.
Well, yeah. Wait, hold up. If I say I'm gonna take a shot with somebody, oh yeah, that's true.
At least that's how I've been living my life. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Okay. She was like, yeah, I'll take a shot with you. I'm not gonna stay long because my boo gotta be at work in the morning. Totally understandable. The shot comes, we take the shot comes to the table, woo, woo, shoot. Y'all, she stayed 15 minutes at the bar lounge. And I completely understand that your boo having to go to work the next morning. That's not even the part that ticked me off because I completely understand it. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the thing that got me. The ticket comes. You ask the waitress. Let me get the ticket for me and him. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna take a shot with you, but you're not paying for my shot, which is totally fine because again, I was celebrating my motherfucking birthday, and I was totally prepared to pay for whatever the fuck I was drinking and eating. Totally prepared. So I'm like, okay, I ain't say nothing about that. So
Definitely not her friend, bro. That's just yeah, that's crazy.
what made me think that she was going to pay for my shot? Let's back up. Let me back up a little bit. What made me think that she was going to pay for my shot? Because guess what come out her mouth? Your shot $12. I said, I'm sorry. That when somebody brings up the price of something that they're not paying for, that makes me think that you're going to pay for it, not the opposite. So that's why I assumed that she was going to pay for it.
Nah, when she said that, I would have knew that she wasn't finna pay for it. You feel me? That's $12. Yeah, she ain't paying for it. You feel me? That's what I would have thought.
Because why would you bring up the price? Because I was fully prepared and I knew what the fuck I was going to drink and what I was going to eat. I was totally prepared to pay for whatever the fuck I was drinking and whatever I was eating. I'm like, okay. Then after that, she says, I just left a birthday party and the only reason why I came here is because I didn't want to hear your mouth and have to deal with you later.
Mm-mm.
Are we not besties?
No. Y'all not.
Did I not show up for your motherfucking birthday?
You did?
Rented a car that cost me $646 fucking dollars.
Why would you do that? For what? Why would you go rent a 600 something dollars? For what? You shouldn't have did that. You hear me?
Ate at an expensive ass motherfucking restaurant that I really couldn't afford, and that's why I ate burger and fries. Sat there and kicked it with you, your coworker, your fiance, your sister, and her husband, and your coworker, girlfriend or fiance. But you come out your motherfucking mouth and say the only reason why I showed up is because I didn't want to hear your mouth and have to deal with you later. The fuck?
Diabolical.
Y'all, I didn't even say nothing. I ain't say nothing. I said, all right, well, thank you for coming. Because I know at that moment, if I would have went the fuck off in there, she was gonna get beat upside her head with that motherfucking glass, that shot glass.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept it cool. I didn't say nothing. I said, thank you for coming. That was that. So I texted her a couple of days after that and was like, why would you say you're taking a shot with me and not pay for my shot? I could have paid for my own shot. I did pay for my own. Well, actually, I didn't pay for my own shot, but I could have paid for my own shot. My brother actually paid for my shot.
Real nigga.
But again, well, I don't drink, and you, why you didn't say nothing? Why would you bring up the price of my motherfucking shot if you're not gonna pay for it? That's the question of the fucking hour. So yeah, the day after Christmas, I blocked all her motherfucking social media accounts and her fucking phone number, and I probably will never talk to her again. Because you've been playing with me for too motherfucking long. We've been friends since 8th grade.
Y'all wasn't friends.
August of 2024 would have made 25 years. Well, made 25 years of our friendship. And that's the shit we doing? So yeah. It ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. Because that's exactly what I did. And I don't feel no way about it.
You did it too late.
And just in case she's lurking on my TikTok page, I hope she sees this. Because then she'll have some clarity as to why I cut her ass off. But yeah. 25 years went down the drain.
25 years.
I'm too motherfucking nice. I'm too nice. I be trying to help every fucking body. As a Sagittarius, we be trying to help people. We do be trying to help people. But motherfuckers think they gonna continue to run over me? Nope. Not this nigga here. You not finna to. So, yeah.
All right, so what y'all think? Y'all think she was right by cutting her off? Which I think she should have cut off earlier. Like me, I don't play no games, bro. You got a very small. Hey, you do some. You breathe wrong, I might cut you off. You know, you breathe wrong, bro. But yeah, I feel like that's something we have to do, because sometimes the people that be around us are not for us, bro. If they do one bad thing, you can be like, all right, cool. Depending on the severity of that thing. But a second time, cut them off. You feel me? But yeah, I think she should have cut off straight up. I think she should have cut off after the car incident. You sitting up here clapping in my car with stanky coochie. That should have been over with then. You feel me? But yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think about the video in the comments, man. See you guys next video. I always remember, be safe out here, kings and queens. Let's get it.